So this is interesting. Bitcoin defends 100K. That's not the interesting part. That's just the charts. We can see that right here. Bitcoin is trying to hold this 100K line right here, and it's done pretty well. But the interesting part about that article is MicroStrategy votes to increase shares or share increase. Okay, so basically what it's saying is here, the investors in MicroStrategy are having a vote today, basically authorizing the company to buy more, issue more shares so that they can buy even more Bitcoin for their company. They just bought another 11,000 Bitcoin to add to their holdings. So now they have 461,000 Bitcoin. Just think about that for a minute. 461,000 Bitcoin. Let's go back to this chart real quick. Let's pull up what MicroStrategy looks like. I haven't done this, so this will be fun. MicroStrategy. Oh, there we go. MicroStrategies. MicroStrategy started buying. I'm going to go to a much longer term chart if I can get it to let me pull. Let's pull this down and let's go to a weekly chart. Weekly. There it goes. Okay, here's the weekly chart on MicroStrategy. I went to the weekly on purpose. And I'm going to go back here to 2020. We're going to come back here to 2020 when COVID happened. And there's a reason why I'm coming all the way back here. Back here is when MicroStrategies announced that they were getting in the game and they started buying Bitcoin. I want you to look at the price of MicroStrategies. 12, 13, 14, $15. We went into the Bitcoin bull market. It skyrocketed. It went all the way up to, what's this candle? To a high of $131. And then we went to the bear market, and you can see it actually did get back down into this $13 range, which was the value of the company without Bitcoin. So Bitcoin didn't hurt the value at all. Now we come into the halving that happened last year, and they're constantly buying. And as Bitcoin's price goes up, so does MicroStrategy. So it has peaked. It peaked at a high of $543. And I don't even think that is, honestly, I don't even think that is even touching what it is. It's now a $93 billion company. This company is becoming massive. It does not pay a dividend, so on and so forth. Yeah. Okay. It's got nowhere but up to go, especially if we start seeing the U.S. and other countries starting to buy into Bitcoin. So didn't really want to get on a MicroStrategies rant here. We're not invested in MicroStrategies in our portfolio that we've got here, but I did want to point it out because that was kind of some interesting news I saw here. Let's see if there's any other interesting news. US Doge, short Dogecoin logo, CoinDesk. Some of this is ads. Bitcoin fades. Yeah. Solana hits 275 lifetime peak. Is that really as high as Solana's ever been? Let's look at Solana real quick. I thought Solana had a... Oh no, Solana broke out and hit an all-time high on Monday. Yeah, went to 294. Oh, there we go, and you can see it's on this upward trend. These little lines here, this red, green, and yellow line, just so when you're looking at my chart, that represents the 50, 100, and 200 moving average. I'm on the weekly chart, so you know that's the 200 a week, the 100 week. When we go down to the hourly chart, um, which is hourly chart's kind of interesting on some of these, especially Bitcoin. I was looking at it earlier today. So if we look at Bitcoin on the hourly chart, what you see here is once we broke out here in January, we had this little bit of a trough after the Trump high. So we had the market, come up, and we hit this high up here at 108, and then we broke down, and you can see the red line stays pretty close because that is a short-term line. The gold line, I kind of watch how these lines play with each other because they really tell the direction of the market when there's crosses. So you see here, the green crossed, it didn't really tell much. They crossed here, and we knew at this point in time when both the red and the green crossed the yellow was a good buying point. And so if we would have waited till that point right there, that high was $99,000. If we would have bought there at that 99,000, we'd still be sitting, a lot better off. But what's been interesting is we had the inaugural dump. That's this manipulation. It came down and it tapped it, then bounced back up. Then it's come down and tapped it, and it's bounced back up. So it's got this little bounce thing going on. It's kind of interesting to me. Don't know if it means anything, but I find it interesting. I'm really interested in this XRP. I mean, it's been playing with the same indicator or the same 200-hour moving line there. Let's see, XRP whales keep loading their bags, so there's still more and more accumulation of XRP going on. And the more people accumulate, it's just spring loading. XRP does like to, we're kind of in a flag here, it looks like. Let's see. Let's change this out to, let's do a 2 hour. It looks like we may be in a bit of a, let's see, let's get us a tool going on here. Trend line, let's lock it to the top. We're gonna lock right there. And we're gonna come out here. That's roughly there. I don't know if we've, and then it came down. It looks like we're forming a, yeah, there's not really anything there. XRP does like to it tends to build these patterns that are something more like that, and it kind of stays within it, and then it really accumulates energy, and as it accumulates that energy, it then it shoots off. And the measured move here, no matter what, even if it's we're talking about probably $1 move would take us up into the $4 range when we break out of this range going up. My next target really is to get above this line right here. Oh, that's an alarm. So we got an all-time high right in this area, but this is really 266 is my, or 366. That's kind of my next target for it. It could happen really at any moment. You see how this thing takes off. But let's look at our portfolio. Our portfolio has us, we're down today compared to yesterday. As you can see, we're at 441 when I updated this about 30 minutes before I started recording. That's still 10% up. We were up 18%, but the markets are down. You can see we're down at the 103 range. One thing that did occur while all of our drop orders where we were like, if the price drops below this, all of them except for the ETH executed, ETH expired. So we've got more, larger amount of each coin. So when we go back and look at it, you can see that our quantities have increased. Later today, I'll put in some sell orders to sell some of the stuff we purchased when it goes back up, make 5 or 10%, throw some cash back in here. And we will continue to grow as we go. What I may do, instead of selling and then transferring, I may just transfer the portion that's going to come down here to this portfolio, just a straight transfer, like $1 worth of each one of them as it gets up there. I don't know. We'll figure that out. That just saves on trading fees. Other than that, we keep moving. I do want to say again, like I always say, this is not financial advice. This is just me documenting what I'm doing and how I'm thinking, so that y'all can see where I'm at. My own personal trades that I've got going on are much different than this challenge portfolio. But if you again, this is just for entertainment purposes. And one thing I do want to point out, there was somebody who was making comments on a couple of my videos, and first things first, if I'm ever going to contact somebody, I'm going to contact you directly. I'll say it right here. I'll say, let's look at this comment right here, because this is probably, this is. So I would say, hey, Francis Scott, send me a DM and I want to talk to you, something like that. I'll say it on the video where everybody can see it. This here, high quality video, I'm a little confused. I have a wallet. This is some kind of scam going on. They're giving these keywords, are these recovery phrases. I don't know if what they're trying to do. I think there's some kind of scam involved here. Don't ever share your recovery phrase. And I'm going to show you, because that the same comment has gone in a different shape. It's the same thing. I don't know what is going on. First of all, I've got Mark Robinson giving me recovery phrases for and saying he likes my content. Mark Robinson's not even a subscriber. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. If you see recovery phrases or anything like that, there's some kind of scam going on. I'm never going to try to scam you. I don't need anything from you guys. But if, there's only 2 of you guys right now, but I don't want you guys to think that I'm out trying to scam. This channel will get larger, and I do have to pay attention to that. So anyways, if you get something from me, just know it's probably not from me. I don't want you guys getting scammed by somebody. But I'm hopeful that we're going to see some activity this week. I'm really hoping that with this new administration taking over, there's going to be some action taken towards some sort of Bitcoin reserve. And as soon as any kind of word is taken of a Bitcoin reserve, there will be probably the largest single candle that I've seen in my lifetime. At least that's what I'm predicting. But I think hopefully we'll hear something this week. He talked a lot about it while he was campaigning. Let's hope he actually keeps on that track. And other than that, hope everyone enjoys their day, and I'll see you in the future.